Okay, let's get into this. We're doing our deep dive on Dien Bien Phu today.
Right.
And it's much more than just a name from the history books, isn't it? It's a place that still holds a lot of significance.
Oh, absolutely. Layers of it.
Yeah, you sent over a whole stack of sources,
Yeah.
articles, notes, and our goal here is really to pull out the core of what makes it so important. Looking past just the famous battle, getting into the culture, the amazing food, the nature too.
And it's clear from those sources it wasn't just some local fight.
No, definitely not. The impact was, well, global.
It really was. Dien Bien Phu became this huge symbol, unexpectedly maybe. It acted as a major catalyst, for decolonization movements way beyond Vietnam.
New turning point.
Yeah, it showed the world, essentially, that a colonial power could be beaten by an indigenous force. Big psychological shift.
And that all starts with the battle itself.
Yeah.
March to May 1954. Viet Minh versus the French.
Right. And the outcome was? Well, let's just say the French were stunned.
A decisive win for the Viet Minh. Ended French rule, led straight to the Geneva Agreement. What was it, though, that made it such a shock? Why are the French so confident and then so wrong?
Well, fundamentally, they underestimated their opponent hugely. The Viet Minh's determination, their capabilities.
The tactics? I saw mentions of incredible ingenuity.
Exactly. I mean, think about just getting heavy artillery, big guns, up into the mountains surrounding the French base.
Yeah, how did they manage that?
Through sheer effort and cleverness. Dismantling them, hauling them piece by piece, often by hand, through jungle and up steep slopes at night. Military analysts at the time thought it was basically impossible.
Wow, so that logistical feat was critical.
Absolutely instrumental. It let them shell the French positions constantly.
And that battle, of course, had these huge echoes later on, influencing U.S. involvement, the whole domino theory idea.
Definitely. But the immediate echoes also spread sideways into neighboring Laos. And that connects to a really devastating legacy, the Secret War.
The bombing campaign there.
It's just heartbreaking, the scale of it.
Yeah.
The U.S. bombing in Laos from 64 to 73, the sources mentioned 2 million tons of bombs dropped.
2 million tons. That's almost unimaginable.
If you put it in perspective, that's like a full plane load of bombs every 8 minutes.
Every 8 minutes.
Around the clock. 247 for 9 years straight.
My God. It made Laos the most heavily bombed country per capita ever.
Yeah. And the horror isn't over. That unexploded ordnance, the UXO, especially cluster munitions, they're still there.
Still causing casualties today.
Terribly so. The stats mention over 20,000 civilian casualties since the bombing stopped in 73, and just tragically, about 40% of those are children.
40%. So this is vital information. If you, the listener, ever consider visiting this region, it links directly back to this history.
It absolutely does.
The safety advice is critical. Do not stray off marked paths, ever. And never, ever touch any unfamiliar metal objects you might see. That history is still very much present right there on the ground.
It's a heavy but necessary point to understand. But, shifting gears a bit, Dien Bien Phu today isn't just defined by war history.
Right, it's a living place.
Exactly. It's bursting with culture, home to, I think it's 19 different ethnic groups, each with their own traditions.
19. That's an incredible mix. Like the Thai people, I read about their beautiful stilt houses, their hospitality.
Yeah, they're known for that. Or the Hmong people with their really vibrant, colorful clothing and festivals like Gu Tao.
Which is their traditional New Year, right?
That's right. And it's fascinating. The sources pointed out how distinct their identities are, sometimes literally woven into their clothes.
You mean the weaving patterns?
Yeah, the specific styles can actually tell you where someone's from, which group they belong to. It's amazing detail.
And they're actively keeping these traditions alive. Things like the Ban Flower Festival.
Yeah, That's a big one. It's a major cultural event celebrating the region's iconic flower, but also showcasing all these different traditions. It draws a lot of visitors, helps preserve the heritage.
That preservation seems key. And I bet that connection to identity comes through in the food, too.
Oh, definitely. The food is deeply connected to the land and the ethnic identity there.
I saw sticky rice mentioned everywhere for the Northwest. It seems central.
It absolutely is. It's the staple. Often eaten by hand, shared. It really represents community.
A communal aspect to it.
Very much so. And then you get these incredible dishes using local ingredients like grilled chicken, pap ping top, seasoned with Mắc Khén.
Mắc Khén, that's that unique local spice, right? Like a wild pepper.
Exactly. It gives this amazing, slightly numbing, aromatic flavor you don't find elsewhere. It's signature Northwest Vietnamese cuisine.
Sounds incredible. What else? Smoked buffalo meat.
Yep, another specialty, especially for the black tie people. Preserved over the kitchen hearth. And, well, for the more adventurous,
Go on.
there's things like chitworm wine, which is actually used more like medicine traditionally, or even grilled moss collected from streams, shows real resourcefulness using everything the environment provides.
Wow. Food as a direct reflection of place and tradition.
Couldn't put it better.
And beyond the culture and food, the landscape itself. The Mui Thon Valley sounds beautiful.
It is very picturesque, yeah. Famous for the rice fields.
Okay.
But there are also more, let's say, unique geographical spots.
Like a pot chai.
Right, Apha Chai. It's the westernmost point of Vietnam, literally where Vietnam, Laos, and China meet.
A tri-border point.
Exactly. And trekking there, reaching what they call landmark number 0, the actual border marker, it's quite an experience.
I read you need special permits or at least show ID to go there.
You do, because it's a sensitive border area, so it really blends geography, adventure travel, and even a bit of geopolitics into one trip. It's pretty unique.
So pulling it all together from your sources, Dien Bien Phu is clearly so much more than just one battle.
Way more. It's this complex place with profound history, yes, but also vibrant, living cultures, really unique food tied to the land, and some pretty compelling natural beauty.
This deep dive, hopefully, helps you see beyond just that single historical event.
Yeah.
Connecting the past to what's happening there now, the experiences you could have.
Yeah, understanding those layers is key.
And maybe a final thought to leave you with. Think about that spirit of resistance. You see it in the 1954 victory, sure, but the forces also mention older fortifications, ancient citadels. And you see it today, maybe, in how actively people are preserving their distinct cultures, their languages, their traditions against, homogenizing forces. How does that enduring spirit continue to shape resilience and identity in this really remarkable region today? Something to ponder.